I am Arijit Banerjee. I hope you remember me. I want a serious help from you. I'm in standard 10 right now. My board exams are approaching. ICSE board. My parents want me to ace my board examinations, but I haven't started studying seriously yet. I find studying too boring. I can empathize. Okay, continuing. My parents also want me to do to do the JEE preparation, as two guys from my colony have got into IITs. But since I have no other talent like arts, music, sport, etc., I have to ultimately abide by my parents. I'm also studying to get good grades, and I'll be doing JEE prep only to get an IIT degree. Any suggestions or advice for me? This is a situation that lots of youngsters find themselves in. You are told by your parents, you have to study. You must love studying. You must study 10 hours, 12 hours a day. And when you ask them, why should I study? They'll say, you must study because I am telling you to study. Shut up, keep quiet, and study. You must love studying. But you're not able to see why you have to study and what's the point of studying and what will it give you if you spend the best years of your life, the formative years of life, 10, 12, 15 hours studying in a day. And you don't do anything that at all that you enjoy. You just study. What's the point? Right? That's the problem that kids face, students face. And I completely empathize. And at the end of the day, you study so much, get a goddamn degree from an IIT. At the end of the day, you're gonna end up being in some corporation obeying orders. Right? That's the problem. India doesn't give you opportunities. At best, you can get a good degree and go abroad and have a slightly better life outside of the country. That's the deal. So what should you do? You are in standard 10. Your board exam is approaching. The thing is this, look, you can look at it from two perspectives. First of all, if you don't do well in your 10th standard exam, you will not be able to get into a good college or whatever. Okay? Of course, if you do well in the 12th, then you'll be fine. But yeah, it makes sense to get good marks at the 10th standard level. So if you do that, if you have a good academic record, 10th and 12th and all that, then you can get into a good college and you can get a job which is high paying and good status and all that. And if you don't have a good academic record, then you will not get any of that, and you will have to have a job that you will not enjoy that much. So yeah, you can let fear motivate you, that if I don't study now, if I don't start studying, and if I don't do all these things like my parents say, then I will not have a good future. I will not have a high paying salary. I won't be able to have a 3-story bungalow or you know Land Rovers or BMWs or whatever. I won't get to marry a good girl or whatever. That's one way of motivating yourself through fear. The other motivation is you should know what you want in life. Hopefully, you have some big dream, and maybe getting those good grades and all will help you achieve the dream. Uh, so yeah, since I don't know you personally and I don't know what your long term dreams, goals, objectives are, I can only tell you that one of the stepping stones in India in today's system to achieving your big goals and dreams and having a good life long term is to do well in exams. So that's what I would say. What is my suggestion to you? Do what your parents say. They're probably right. I know study is boring and all that, but I'm sure there are certain subjects at least that you find interesting. Maybe you can let that motivate you. The point is you have to do well in studies in the current system. So you have no choice at the end of the day. So I would say whatever motivates you, whatever lights your fire, whether it is the fear of not doing well and having a bad life, or the allure of a great life, whatever motivates you, use it as a fuel and get serious about your studies and go for it. And JE prep, I mean, from my perspective, JE prep is actually fun. It's all science, right? I'm a science guy. I love science, solving problems and all. So from my perspective, it was fun. It would have been fun. So my advice is get serious, study for your exams, do well, and have a great life. And hopefully you have a great life when you make a lot of money, and then by a certain age, by your 30s or whatever, maybe you have made enough money to no longer have to work, and then you can do something that really, really uh, is something that you enjoy. So you have to find your motivation, you have to find your fuel, you have to have your own big goals and hopes and aspirations, and yeah, you got to study for that, right? That's what I would suggest. Study, get serious. All the best.